Hey Nikhil, have you ever thought about the difference between metals and non-metals? I mean, we use them every day, but I don't really get what makes them different.
Totally. I was just wondering the same thing. I know they're both elements, but what sets them apart?
Hi Vivek, Nikhil. Sounds like you're diving into some chemistry. Want to know more about metals and non-metals?
Absolutely, Maya. You're the chemistry whiz. Fill us in.
Sure thing. Hi everyone. Welcome to our YouTube channel Ask Prep. In today's video, we are going to discuss about materials, metals and non-metals, so let's get started. Introduction to materials. Materials are everywhere around us. From the spoon you use to eat your breakfast to the phone you're watching this video on, everything is made up of different materials. Broadly, materials can be classified into two categories, metals and non-metals. Physical properties of metals. Metals are known for their distinctive physical properties. Here are some key characteristics. 1. Luster. Metals have a shiny appearance. This property is called luster. For example, think about gold and silver jewelry. 2. Malleability. Metals can be hammered into thin sheets without breaking. This property is called malleability. A common example is aluminium foil. 3. Ductility. Metals can be drawn into thin wires. This property is known as ductility. Copper wires are a perfect example. 4. Conductivity. Metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. This is why electrical wires are made of metals like copper and aluminium. 5. Sonorous. Metals produce a ringing sound when struck. This property is called sonority. Think of the sound of a bell. 6. Hardness. Metals are generally hard and strong. Iron, for instance, is used in construction due to its strength. Physical properties of non-metals. Non-metals have quite different properties compared to metals. Here are some of their characteristics. 1. Lack of luster. Non-metals do not have a shiny appearance. They are usually dull. For example, sulfur and coal. 2. Brittleness. Non-metals are brittle and can break easily when hammered. For instance, a piece of charcoal. 3. Poor conductors. Non-metals are poor conductors of heat and electricity. This is why materials like rubber and plastic are used as insulators. 4. Non-sonorous. Non-metals do not produce a ringing sound. If you strike a piece of coal, it just breaks without making a sound. 5. Varied states. Non-metals can exist in all three states of matter at room temperature. For example, oxygen is a gas, bromine is a liquid, and sulfur is a solid. Chemical properties of metals. Metals and non-metals also have different chemical properties. Let's explore the chemical properties of metals first. 1. Reaction with oxygen. Metals react with oxygen to form metal oxides. For example, when iron reacts with oxygen, it forms iron oxide, commonly known as rust. 2. Reaction with water. Some metals react with water to form metal hydroxides and hydrogen gas. For example, sodium reacts vigorously with water. 3. Reaction with acids. Metals react with acids to form salt and hydrogen gas. For instance, zinc reacts with hydrochloric acid to form zinc chloride and hydrogen gas. 4. Reaction with bases. Metals also react with bases to form complex compounds. For example, aluminium reacts with sodium hydroxide to form sodium aluminate. Chemical properties of non-metals. Now, let's look at the chemical properties of non-metals. 1. Reaction with oxygen. Non-metals react with oxygen to form non-metal oxides, which are usually acidic. For example, sulfur reacts with oxygen to form sulfur dioxide. 2. Reaction with water. Non-metals generally do not react with water, but some non-metal oxides can dissolve in water to form acids. For example, carbon dioxide dissolves in water to form carbonic acid. 3. Reaction with acids. Non-metals do not typically react with acids. However, some non-metals can react with concentrated acids under specific conditions. 4. Reaction with bases. Non-metals react with bases to form salts. For example, chlorine reacts with sodium hydroxide to form sodium chloride. Uses of metals and nonmetals. Both metals and nonmetals have a wide range of uses in our daily lives. Let's take a look at some of them. Metals. 1. Construction. Iron and steel are used in construction for buildings, bridges, and railways. 2. Electrical wiring. Copper and aluminium are extensively used in electrical wiring due to their excellent conductivity. 3. Jewelry. Gold, silver, and platinum are used to make jewelry because of their lustrous appearance. 4. Automobiles. Metals like steel and aluminium are used to manufacture cars and other vehicles. Non-metals. 1. Fuel. Coal is used as a fuel for generating electricity and in industries. 2. Breathing. Oxygen is essential for respiration in living organisms. 3. Water treatment. Chlorine is used to disinfect water and make it safe for drinking. 4. Fertilizers. Nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium are key components of fertilizers used in agriculture. Alloys. An interesting application of metals is in the formation of alloys. Alloys are mixtures of two or more metals, or a metal and a non-metal, designed to have specific properties. 1. Steel. An alloy of iron and carbon, used in construction and manufacturing. 2. Bronze. An alloy of copper and tin, used in making statues and medals. 3. Brass. An alloy of copper and zinc, used in making musical instruments and decorative items. Metalloids. Besides metals and non-metals, there's a category called metalloids. Metalloids have properties intermediate between metals and non-metals. 1. Silicon, used in electronics and solar panels due to its semiconducting properties. 2. Germanium, also used in electronics and fiber optics. Conclusion. To sum up, understanding the properties and uses of metals and nonmetals helps us appreciate the materials we encounter in our daily lives. These fundamental concepts form the basis for many advanced topics in science and technology. Thank you for joining us in this exploration of metals and nonmetals. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon for notifications. Until next time, keep exploring the wonders of science.